on their team. It's them. A lot of these other teams, you're like, man, I might have to conform just to get out on the floor. Nah, man. Them, you don't have to. Play your game.
Because I look at it like this.
KD didn't have to change.
If I'm with them guys, I'm going to get some touches, and I'm the kind of guy,
Why
I
did
like
KD leave?
assists. He mission accomplished. He went there to win titles.
I listened to some.
Mission accomplished. I was 2 for 3.
I listened to a Up in Smoke podcast.
Mm-hmm.
He said a lot, man. KD said that him in OKC, he was learning how to be a professional basketball player, learning how to score in the NBA. But he said he looked around and he was the only person on his team that could hit the jump shot continuously. He said that.
I read that. I read it.
He said that I played with a lot of athletes, and I got tired of being the one to shoot shots. Then he made a statement. He was like, Golden State playing up against us, they knew they could leave Roberson open. He wasn't going to beat them. Steven Jackson said, you could leave Roberson open anywhere in the world. He's not going to beat you anywhere. Dogged him. Then he said he went to Golden State, and he played with skilled guys, and it was fun. And he said he decided that he wanted to take what he learned in OKC, what he learned that, and go somewhere else. But he also brought up that the issue with him and Draymond Green was big, and he felt that the way the team handled it, even though he got suspended, he felt that the team should have sat down and talked about it. He said they brushed it under the rug, and he didn't like that. They said everybody knew Draymond should have passed that ball. They said Clay was just as mad, but they didn't heighten it on Clay. They heightened it on KD clapping at him like, man, what's up? And Draymond just spewing all this negative, da-da-da. And it should have been checked there. And I truly believe that if Draymond would have had to sit in front of all them teammates and they had to tell him, man, what you did was wrong, coaching staff, ownership, instead of just being suspended, maybe KD don't leave.
Let me say something.
But who want to be in a situation where a dude calling you all these names and this, that, and the third, and you was the main dude on the phone calling me crying in the parking lot?
Let me say this.
No.
The adjective...
That's why you got to get rid of him.
Yes.
The adjective that you forgot to mention, KD, and yes, I almost fired me a couple shots since you fired some. It was fun. It was easy.
How was it easy?
How was it easy?
See, them easy championships. And they done won 3 of them if he doesn't get hurt.
How is it easy?
That was easy, man.
Still got to make the shots.
Them was easy. Them easy
Here we go with it.
championships. Yeah, I'm
It's
saying.
talent all in the NBA.
Nah.
Was LeBron
Okay.
James?
It should have been easy for LeBron and Kevin Love and Kyrie Irving.
Yeah. Why not? Was it not easy? Was it?
Nah,
easy
it would have
for
been.
LeBron in
It would have
Miami?
been easy.
Was it easy for LeBron in Miami? If you can sit and say yes to that, then I respect your opinion. If you can't,
Here's
you reaching, Cavalier fan.
No. It's got nothing to do with that. Look at it for what it is.
I don't think it's easy.
It was easy.
I don't think
He
it's
went
easy.
where it was easy. He got his. He
went
got
where-
his jewelry.
he went where it
and
had
I'm not
money.
hating.
But who don't want to go?
Mission accomplished.
Who want to go somewhere
Work
and
hard.
work and play
Work
hard?
hard.
Mission
Where did
accomplished.
they do that at?
I'm just making a statement.
What would you have done?
I couldn't have went to play with them.
Why not?
I'm too competitive. I couldn't have done it.
They share
They
the
never
ball.
win.
I couldn't have
They
done
have money to sign you.
it. I'd have been looking to beat them guys.
Why?
Because that's what I. That's
can't
how
be-
I'm.
you
That's
can't
Listen
be-
how
though,
I'm wired.
here's the thing that
That's how I'm
Here's the
wired.
thing that KD said too. KD said people looked at me going to Golden State like that was my enemy. They wasn't. He said we played them in the playoffs that one time.
Right,
he said
right.
my
No, I get
enemy
it.
was the Spurs. My enemy was
Right.
Memphis.
Right, I
He said
get
they
it.
wasn't my enemy. Them guys
I
were
get
there
it.
having fun.
And I get it.
I
I
see that.
understand. Like I
I see
said,
it.
it was fun. It was easy.
I believe
How was it easy? I don't
Yeah.
understand this
I-
easy
It
stuff.
wasn't easy.
it wasn't.
How was it easy?
Them dudes won.
You gotta go out and play.
73 games.
Them guys, and they did it.
And they
by
added
playing
an
the
M-
right way.
And they added an MVP. They should have
They
won.
added-
They lost
78
players that
games.
got them to 73 games.
They added.
They lost. No.
But
Let me
listen,
say.
hold on. They added an
They
MVP.
lost players
But listen, they
that
added-
year.
they did.
That won the 73 games.
But they added a
But what-
player that was an MVP 2 years prior. Did you say that when your Cavaliers aired Derrick Rose? Derrick Rose MVP.
That's not the
No,
same.
it's an MVP.
It's not the same.
They had
Why not?
Dwayne Wade,
Because
Derrick Rose,
IT.
IT.
here's why, and it's not a comparison, but here's why it's not the same.
Dave, you
Kevin
will always
Durant.
be upset.
No, I'm not
because
upset.
Dave, in your heart, the Cleveland Cavaliers is supposed to have 4 championships.
But that has nothing to do with that particular situation. He made his decision. He won his championship.
The Cleveland Cavaliers never got better. They never got better.
Absolutely, they didn't.
I believe
they never got better, and that's the problem with the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Let me say this: you're comparing adding Rose to adding Durant. You can't, in good conscience, do that.
I'm comparing the phrase you said MVP. You didn't say a guy in his prime still averaging 25. Say that. Not the same thing.
A former MVP still playing at an MVP level. Is that better?
That's better.
Okay, there we go.
But that team had the money to sign him. They didn't have to break the bank.
Let me ask you a question.
The
Cleveland,
situation was set up perfectly.
The Cleveland Cavaliers.
How was it set up perfect?
The Cleveland
Because
Cavaliers.
the moment he became a free agent, the salary cap jumped. They would have never had the money to pay him.
Why not?
It just so happened that it jumped at that right time.
They were already paying. They had money for one next person.
But my point is,
they had money
if it
for
was
one
the
next person.
year earlier, they wouldn't have been able to give him that money.
But that's the if. They had,
No. But I'm just saying that's
But it wasn't
the
the
stars
year.
aligned perfectly.
But they still had money for one next
Why
person.
couldn't the Cavs beat Golden State Warriors at the end of the day?
Because they were already good and they added a guy that averages.
No.
Dave.
Why didn't the Cavaliers beat the Golden State Warriors?
I just told you.
As a team, they weren't as good.
That's why they didn't win.
As a team, they weren't as good. They went right through the Eastern Conference every year.
You got 300. You got 30 teams in the NBA, 15 players on each team. That balance out to be about 400 and some 50 players. Go in the gym and work hard like Steph. Go in the gym and work
That's
hard.
all
like
they do
Clay.
different. That's all they do different.
When people say it's easy, no, go work in the gym like them. Look, you got J.R. Smith showing up high and drunk. Steph ain't high and drunk. That's your problem. You got some Shumpert wanting to make rap videos.
They're not working on
Get
their game.
focused on basketball. Kevin Love obviously has mental issues that he should have got taken care of when he was young. He didn't. Kyrie Irving has mental issues. Go in the gym and work on your game. Steph, Clay, them guys work. The people always want to say it's easy. Oh, look at this team. Look at this. Hit the gym. Stop Tristan Thompson hanging out in the lobby with no drawers on, kissing random broads in the mouth. Go work on your game. You will be better for it. That is basketball.
That's basketball.
So when you take a guy who happened to be Kevin Durant and he teams up with a team that got the ends, play basketball. Kyrie Irving, you asked to go solo. You go to the Boston Celtics and you get outplayed by Eric Bledsoe. It's your fault. Nobody else's. Eric Bledsoe saw you coming. You didn't see him coming. Hit the gym. That guy, Michael Jordan, God did not touch Michael Jordan on his head. He didn't touch LeBron James on his. They hit the gym. They had an obstacle. They climbed it. That is basketball. All these gats out here that's always whining and complaining, all these ones on these bum teams, tell your teammates to play basketball. The Lakers under Kobe and Shaq probably would have never lost if Shaq wasn't jealous and came out of shape. Play basketball. Get on your thing. Do what you got to do.
73. The 73
that's
win team.
That's what it boiled down to.
The 73 win team. Everybody always rave about Barbosa.
They had
Spates. Lee. Who else they had? Bogut.
Barnes.
Barnes.
Lee wasn't there for that one.
Oh, Lee left. Lee was there. For the
Harrison Barnes. This is this great talent. 73 wins.
73 wins. They had one guy averaging 24 points. This was the greatest team. Oh my God! No, they knew how to play together.
They were
great. They didn't have three cats on their team averaging 25. They didn't have that. They said we're gonna go out here, we're gonna run, we're gonna be unselfish, we're gonna put this guy in this situation to be successful. You gonna do that, we're gonna run, we're gonna beat everybody, not the bum teams, and struggle against the good ones. We're going to beat everybody. So when people talk about that team,
well, I hear everything you're saying, but that doesn't take away from the fact that it was easier to do.
That's envy.
That's
envy.
It's a fact.
And I hate that when people talk like that because you take away from the greatness of Kevin Durant.
I've never
Not
heard.
at all.
Kevin Durant is still creme de la creme at the
LeBron
pillar.
James be called easy when he teamed up
So let
with
me say
two
this.
guys that was in their prime from his draft class.
It was easier. Absolutely.
No, it was easy.
It was easy.
It was easy, and they should have won all 4 years.
They might have should've.
Who made it hard? Have you ever heard anybody say it was easy for Magic Johnson? Because it damn sure was.
You.
So what? So why? Yeah.
And Chris Broussard. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
I've heard it before.
So why did he get so much praise? Why do Kevin Durant get so much negativity, but a guy like that does not?
Why are you taking me saying that it was easy as being negative? That's two different things.
I don't think it was easy. They still had to win the games. They had to win the series. They had to win the championship.
So, okay, let me take the other approach, since we don't agree on that part. Since we're talking about hitting the gym and all of that stuff, is he going to do that in Brooklyn?
Who?
Kevin Durant. Is he going to win the championship in Brooklyn? Both of you have said no.
No.
So what's the difference?
He's not going to win a championship.
What's the difference? Same guy.
Because
is he stopping working now?
He don't have the same team. Same team mean the same type of players. Kyrie ain't Steph. Kyrie ain't Steph. Joe Harris ain't Clay.
But my point is, so is it easier to play with Steph and Clay?
That bum coach
or
ain't
is it
Steve
easier
Kerr.
to
No,
play with
play with
Kyrie?
a player like that.
So what does that
who
mean?
put in the work.
You're missing my whole point.
No.
Absolutely you are.
You're hearing team and thinking that team. I'm saying team as a plethora of players on the team. Hit the gym.
Who care about their career.
Who care about it. Who want to be the best.
The Lakers cared about winning. Boston Celtics cared about winning. The Chicago Bulls cared about winning.
So only teams who win care about winning?
More than the others, yes. And you got a great coach.
Only teams that care about, what you say? Only teams that do what?
Care about winning.
Win?
Yeah.
Yes! It's that simple!
No way. That's not fair.
Name me a team that cared about winning that did not win.
So only one...
No.
I want to clarify. So only one team every year cares about winning?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Golden State didn't care about winning last year?
Obviously they did not. They kept Draymond Green on the roster. Obviously they did not. They went to go get a Boogie Cousins versus signing somebody who they already knew, and a JaVale McGee was there for what their system was.
So they don't care about winning because they
didn't
made a
win?
roster?
They had injuries.
They didn't win.
They had injuries.
But that's a caveat. You guys said only winners care about winning.
But they had injuries.
Fair.
If their guys
to prove your point, you said Golden State was easier than the team you jumped at that didn't win was Golden State. Give me somebody else. Did your Cavaliers team care about winning and went to the finals?
They did not.
LeBron gave up on the court. Did they care about winning when they went to the finals the last time? No. LeBron gave up after game 1.
So
did they care about winning the year before?
So they only cared about winning one time?
When they won. When LeBron James was mad that Draymond called him a bitch, that's when they cared about winning.
Only once?
Only once. In Cleveland?
They didn't care about winning in 15?
No. Y'all was playing with house money and thought y'all could get lucky. Y'all did not care about winning.
That's not fair.
Y'all lost Kevin Love and Kyrie Irving. Y'all did not think y'all had a chance.
That's not what I asked. I said care. You said
no. They didn't. They didn't care. No.
They were just there.
And the year after that,
15 people
and the year after that, how'd you get better? How did the Cavs get better in 16?
They didn't get better. They got lucky.
How did they get better in 17?
So that just
answer the question, Dave.
They didn't.
How did they get better in 18?
So they cared in 16 though?
I said they didn't.
I said they lucked up in 16. They lucked up.
I say they didn't.
They lucked up. Your guys that you complained about that weren't there in 15, Kyrie and Kevin Love, you were down 3-1 with them guys there.
Facts. So on the flip side,
it took an injury and a suspension for y'all to win.
Golden State didn't care about winning in 16?
They had an injury and a suspension.
But,
care about winning and the outcome is totally different.
But that's not what you said.
Why do you keep going to Golden State?
Give me
we're not. No, the question was give me a team.
Y'all keep bringing them up.
No, I didn't. I said
y'all said 15,
I said
16,
no.
17, 18.
I said
it ain't nobody but Golden State
me
to talk about.
A team that cared about winning that didn't win. The first team that popped out your mouth was Golden State. Then I said, did your Cavaliers care about winning the years before? Give me another team. You brought Golden State. I did not bring them up.
You don't care about winning when you get Richard Jefferson.
Portland didn't care about winning last year?
Guess who? The Warriors?
Period.
No! Look how they showed up! They couldn't even play off the ball!
Y'all are nuts. But they cared in the Thunder series. But then they stopped.
It was hard on the tape. You're beefing with somebody. If you can't beef with me if I ain't talking no crap, shake your hand, let's go to play. He cared. It was personal for him to beat Russ. He showed you, hold up. The Portland Trailblazers showed you heart after getting swept. They showed you heart in the Western Conference Finals. That's what they looked like they wanted to win.
I just asked
no. Okay, did they look like they wanted to win?
I just said they got outplayed. That doesn't mean you don't want to win.
Did they look like it to you that they wanted to win?
If you get swept, you don't want to win.
No, you keep changing it.
I don't agree with that either.
If
you're an
NBA team with NBA talent and you get swept, that means that you care about playing?
You run into a bus or you run into a bus.
That man, what did Ron just say? You have the ample opportunity every offseason to get better and improve your craft. You get paid to play basketball 365 days a year. There's no reason in the world why that guy in front of you should be better than you.
How you can think a team can't?
That's your job.
They get swept.
That's your job.
They got swept, man. They got swept.
The Cavs got swept.
If we go through every sweep in the NBA, the team that got swept didn't care about winning.
Yeah, some of them. Yeah, let's.
You got to get one. Philadelphia got one game.
One game.
What did y'all have before y'all came over here? Y'all are nuts.
Y'all can't talk about KD no more. And how easy it was. Yeah. Don't do that.
Other teams need to put in the work, man. Other players need to put in the work and stop thinking that the hand of God came down and touched these great ones.
Guess what? Dellavedova never got better after 15.
I agree with your hand of God thing. But I'm standing.
That's what they basing it on.
I'm going to stand on.
Because we was talking about Dellavedova stopping Steph and blah blah blah, and he couldn't see the time of day in 16.
I didn't say that.
I'm just saying.
I didn't say.
Hit the gym, man.
It's unfair to say that losing means you don't care. That's my
opinion. No, when you get swept.
When you get swept.
That is embarrassing.
And you can't. And you.
It's embarrassing, but that don't mean you don't care.
And you didn't answer the question: did your Cavaliers play the last time they was in it? They looked like they wanted to win. They looked like they gave up after game one.
I agree.
Okay, you had a team who won an NBA championship, lost the game in the finals, and the locker room smelled like weed and liquor. They cared, huh? Can't be serious.
It is what it is.
No, it's not easy. Well, you can't be serious. I guarantee the Golden State Warriors locker room ain't never smelled like that. I guarantee the Chicago Bulls locker rooms ain't smelled. Lakers room, but the Cavaliers was a defending champion, and locker room smelled like Hennessy and Bud. But they cared about winning.
I didn't say they cared. We just having a conversation.
We said it was easy. Because you went to an organization that played stuff the right way, that shared the ball.
Every person should want to go play
that
with
same Golden State team won a championship with Harrison Barnes as their small forward.
Facts.
So in all actuality, you could have brought any small forward in that organization, they would have won because they played basketball the right way. That's what I'm saying.
You haven't said anything I disagree with right there.
So is that easy, or is they playing the right way and winning? Is it easy to play for the Patriots? No. Structured. Is it easy to play for the Yankees? No. Structured. Was it easy to play for the Lakers under Shaq and Kobe? No. Structured.
It's easy to play for the Warriors though.
No.
Easy.
That's envy.
That's Eric Pascal.
That's cool.
That's Eric Pascal is easy.
It's a fact.
That's Eric Pascal is easy. How is it a fact?
So you mean
you got to take all emotion out, Dave? You got to take all Cavalier emotion out.
Y'all the ones yelling. I'm not emotional at all. I just made a statement. It was easy. It was fun.
It's a statement.
They played the right way.
It's a statement.
But it was easier to go there and win than to stay in OKC and win. He could have went to Los Angeles. He could have went to Cleveland. He could have went to Brooklyn then.
No,
he could have went to Orlando.
You're naming all these teams that he couldn't have went to. He went to go visit 5 teams. Okay? That was the team that had the money. You can't name all these other teams. He went to visit 5 teams that had the bread. It was OKC, Golden State, New York, the Spurs, Boston. Okay? When it came down to it, his decision was between Boston and Golden State. I'm a Boston fan. I ain't mad at him because he made a decision that was good for him.
And I haven't been grudging for that yet.
He joined the team that had just lost the championship.
Correct. And
he joined a team that won.
Easier to win a championship in Golden State than in Boston.
Why?
What's wrong with that statement?
Why was it easier?
Because Boston don't care about winning. They ain't won one since 08.
But Golden State didn't win one the year he got there.
Yeah, they did.
No, they did not. The year he got there, they lost to your Cavs.
No, he didn't lose to the Cavs in the finals.
When he got there the year before, they lost. So that team didn't care about winning, right?
Right.
Okay, then. So your statement about Boston means nothing.
Why not?
He went to a team that didn't win. They just did not win.
Well, they cared the year before.
But no, we're talking about the year he signed. They're the runner-up.
So what was his reason for going there?
He wanted to
They
win.
had the money, Dave.
It was easier.
Dave, you have to talk to him and ask him that.
I
He said he wanted to live in San Francisco.
I wish I could.
And he's not going to tell you that. But you're going to skate line.
It's obvious.
It's not obvious.
It's
no.
obvious.
Obvious is still an opinion if you don't know what he was thinking. Obvious,
if
obvious
money
is
is
an opinion.
equal, what's the determining factor
Why
if money is equal?
But
Weather
I
got
don't
something to do
understand
with-
the opinion of
Weather
how
got
you
something to do with-
perceive a guy. If he should have went here, he should have went here, he should have went here.
No,
but
I
he went
didn't.
here, so
I
I'm
didn't
gonna
say-
think differently
I
of him because
never
he went here.
I never said should have, and I don't feel any way about where he went. All I said
Yes,
is
you
it
do.
was easier
It bothers you a little bit.
because I said it's
bothers you.
easier.
It bothers
If
you.
he would have came to Cleveland, he wouldn't have this. This
If he would have came to
resentment.
Cleveland, would you call it easy? Just answer the question.
Him and LeBron, who's gonna stop him?
Okay.
They could play the wrong way and probably beat the Warriors.
Okay.
Would it be easier? Yeah,
What other teams would have been easier?
it's probably a few. But he picked the easiest one.
Why? They wasn't
Why
the
were the
champions.
easiest one?
They
They
wasn't the
won
champs.
73 games.
And lost in the finals.
Okay.
When it count.
It's okay.
So how's that easy?
But they lost on luck. That's what you guys just said.
That's my opinion. How do you feel about it?
Doesn't matter.
What do
we're
you
talking.
mean?
We're talking about you right now.
No, I'm asking your opinion.
Luck, whatever.
No. Is that how you feel?
Based on our conversation.
No. Is that how you feel?
Based on our conversation, the Cavs cared about winning.
No.
and Golden State didn't.
I'm not asking you about the conversation. I'm asking your opinion right now. Did you feel that the Cleveland Cavaliers in 16 won the championship due to luck?
They won it. Luck or not.
So you're not going to answer the question.
No.
Why not? Y'all see that? You can't answer a question. That's horrible.
Dave, they didn't win
I
on
will
luck
answer
because
any question you ask me, but you won't answer because you're controlling the narrative.
Dave, I'm telling you, they didn't win
games.
on luck. They didn't win on luck.
I said luck. What are you saying?
Saying they won.
How?
They scored more points in the game 7.
They won 3 straight, Dave. That's more than luck.
So how'd they win?
Dave, you got to stand on something.
He can't. He can't.
Dave, you got to stand on something. They won 3 straight
You don't
games.
understand where I'm going with the question, so you can't answer it.
I'm not the one controlling the narrative.
I'm trying to ask a
I
question.
used one word and
I
y'all
said-
catch me
no.
crazy.
I said, I believe, that's my opinion, it was luck.
Okay.
Ryan said not luck. That's his
You
opinion.
won 3 straight. That's not luck.
I'm asking what your opinion is, and you said, oh, they won. Oh, it was luck.
It wasn't luck.
It was luck. No. And I asked you what it wasn't. What do you think it was? You can't play with me with the words. What do you think
They
it was?
scored more points.
I'm not talking about the obvious. How did they win the series? How did they beat the 73-9 unstoppable juggernaut team?
That's your basis. That's
were they a
basic
more
everything.
skilled basketball
No,
player?
absolutely
Were
not.
they the
No.
Were they the team that wanted it more? How did they win?
And it had nothing to do with want.
What did that do? So nothing to do with skill and nothing to do with want.
No, I didn't say it had
So Jesus help.
No, I didn't say it had nothing to do with skill. They weren't the more skilled basketball team. Absolutely not.
Was it coaching?
Absolutely not.
What was it?
Just like I said about his free agent signing, the stars aligned. Like you said, there was a key injury.
So there's luck.
There
so you
was
agree
a
with me?
suspension.
You,
No,
are you
I didn't
truly
say it was
agreeing
luck.
with luck?
You still got to play.
Thank you. Glad you said that.
Still got to
So
play.
when other teams think it's easier, they still got to go out there and play. They still got to put in the work to be successful. So all these cats that whine and say it's easy, it's a
But-
chump
no,
move.
no.
It's the
But
weakest move in
you-
sports. The weakest
you're
move in sports is a basketball player
You're
from year 1
misconstruing-
to year 5 being the same guy.
No, you're misconstruing
That's
me
the
saying
worst
it
thing
was
about that.
easy as if it was easy and inevitable. I didn't say inevitable. I just said easy. And as a matter of fact, I said easier, not easy. It was easier. Period. You can't argue with that. There's a huge difference.
What's the difference?
Because you're making the assumption that me saying that it's easy meant that, hey, I'm going there, automatic jury. No, he still got to play.
I believe that if the Cavaliers wasn't your team, it is just something you wouldn't have cared about. You would have just called it a business decision.
No,
the fact that the Cavs was your team, you have an issue.
It has nothing to do with it.
Like most Cavs
I don't have an issue. I really don't. When that dude signed on July the 4th, because I know where I was at and what I was doing.
It's the 4th of July. Everybody knew where it was at.
I know what I was doing, but I'm just saying, I know what's going on.
Not that special.
I said they'll never win another championship.
Okay.
I don't feel some kind of way, but that was an easier move for him.
So you
it's just like me saying.
So you watched the finals 2 years in a row knowing your boys would lose.
Pin this. It's just like me saying, okay, I'm trying to get to the house right here. Mm-hmm. Which way am I going? Up the steps, down the driveway, and that way? Or am I going to go up the steps, down the driveway, that way, that way, that way, that way, that way to get to the house?
You would have chose B.
Why?
You would, because you said early in this conversation, I want to compete. I want to go that way. Nobody wants to compete if you can take the easy way there.
So it was easy.
No, I'm talking about your statement. Which way would you take?
It was
No,
easy.
Dave, which way would you take? You just described this way, that way, or this, that way, all the way. Which way would you take? A or B? What you just described, which one would you take? Because if you say A, why is easier said with such disdain? Why do you care?
I didn't say it with disdain.
Yes,
I just said
did.
it was easy.
Yes, you did.
No,
and then you said you wouldn't have took it that route. But then you just explained traveling somewhere. Which way would you take in that travel instruction you just gave?
I'm going A all day.
So if you're going A in that way to help further the point you was trying to make, then why, when we asked which way would you take, the easier or the harder way, you chose the harder way in basketball? Why? If you're trying to make a point that going A is easier, you're going to take that
because
way.
I'm being honest. I'm the kind of player.
So the point you just made about the travel was just to control the narrative.
No, I'm just making a statement.
Why? Your statement is already set clear. Dave, you cannot backpedal out of this. Your statement was you would not do it easy.
I need you guys.
You would do it competitive.
I need you guys to say something here because I'm definitely not the one controlling the narrative.
Yes, you is.
All I said was...
Yes, you is. You didn't answer questions.
I answered every question.
You keep mentioning the 73 win team. You keep mentioning that.
Who lost?
Who lost?
He went to a team who lost. I thought, remember how people
keep mentioning
the
that.
regular season don't matter. It's the championship. He didn't go to the champions. He went to the losers who had some money. The Cavaliers for 3 to 4 years were over the salary cap. And the NBA was going up, but nobody else. Above and beyond for 4 years in a row?
Correct.
They didn't have money to sign nobody.
Okay.
So he went to a team that had money, had an atmosphere, had sharing the ball. You averaging 30 assists a game on this team. Before I get there, that means y'all passed that rock. I'm going over there.
Right.
Easier and fun?
Let me ask this question.
Might have been more fun.
Dave, let me ask you this question.
It was more fun, and it was definitely easy.
In 2015.
I don't see why. You're the one that feels some way about the word easy, not me.
I do. I feel, yes,
Why?
because I feel the word easy minimizes the hard work that the guys
But you didn't allow me, you didn't hear the rest of what I said.
Dave, you said you wouldn't have taken the easier route. You said you wanted the competitive route.
But that's me.
And I understand that. But then you made a point to describe a travel direction, but you on that travel direction, you would take the easier route. But on the long direction would have been more competitive to the competitive states he was talking about.
So it was a bad example. I'll eat that. It's a bad
About
example.
time.
I'll eat the bad
That's
example.
all we need to eat. Give me another example that makes your point make sense. Because that one didn't. That's what I was getting at.
In your yelling, you've agreed with me that it was easier. You said it out of your own mouth.
I agree with you that it was fun. I said it's fun and easy the same. I'll take fun.
It was definitely fun.
Easier. You asked me what problem with my problem.
Did he work less hard because he went there? No. I'm not taking anything.
So if he didn't work less hard, how was it easier? Because he went and played with players he can depend upon. He went and played with a guy in Steph who's more, his field goal percentage is better than Russ. He went and played with an organization who he probably felt some type of way about them getting rid of Serge, about them getting rid of James Harden.
Which makes it easy. Okay. All of those things make it easy.
No, it make him, I don't want to deal with an organization I can't trust.
Okay.
Why is that easy? They had the money.
You would not work a job you don't want to be at.
Okay.
You wouldn't go to this job you don't want to go to. You wouldn't want to go to this job you wouldn't want to go to. Oh, I like this job. This is attractive. I'm going to go there. But you took the easy route. But I like that job. I'm going to go work this job.
Take your easy job where you ain't got to lift nothing. That's fine.
Why you got to lift nothing?
You just said he didn't work less.
The reason I said lift
I don't know,
is
Dave.
because we talking easy versus more difficult.
How do you know what job you working at? Though lifting have anything to do with it?
I'm just throwing it out there.
Maybe you just don't. Maybe you just ain't got a. Maybe easier job is I'm doing the same work, but at this other job I just quit, I got some boss yapping at me, breathing down my neck.
I'm not mad at you.
So if he's saying that is easier, at the end of the day, you still got to win the games. They still had to play 82 games.
You have never heard me say anything about that.
Dave, let me ask you a question. In 2015, did you feel that the Cavs had a chance to win the championship?
I did.
In 2016, did you feel that the Cavs had a chance to win the championship?
I did.
Even being down 3-1?
At 3-1, I thought it was over.
But before it started, you thought that they had a chance.
Going into
yes,
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
got you.
But 17 and 18, not a chance.
Some Cav fan you are.
There's a difference between rooting for and reality. Yeah, I'm also a Laker fan, and I ain't picked them to win nothing.
Okay, but here's the thing, though, right? So you're telling me I can understand in that second run you thought they was gonna lose because they had no Kyrie.
And I can rationalize it and sit down and say they still got the best player on the.
That's what I was trying to say.
I can still rationalize.
So you don't really believe that when they first got KD, you was the one of the only Cavs fans I've ever talked to in my life. You had to be one of the only ones that thought he could do it, because majority of the people still thought Kyrie was better than Steph. Still thought Kevin Love would match anything Draymond can do, and thought LeBron James was better than KD.
When that dude signed with the Warriors, I shook my head.
I'm talking about when they got there, though. So when they got there,
going into the I picked the Warriors. I want the Cavs to win.
Wow.
You wanted them.
Wow.
You picked the Warriors, but you want the Cavs.
If somebody gave me $1 million to
no,
nobody
gave you $1 million. You telling me player for player, you thought that Golden State was head and shoulders over?
Yeah, he did. He said
and you picked the Cavaliers.
He lost money on that shit. Yeah, he picked them.
I didn't. I didn't lose no money.
And KD changed all that for you.
Yes.
The one who lost the 3-1 lead.
Yes.
Against the Golden State Warrior team that the Cavs beat for a 3-1 lead.
Yes.
Oh my God.
If you look at that roster in 16.
You picked the Cavs in 17?
No, I know. I'm a Steph Curry fan.
So what did you...
I'm a Steph Curry fan.
Okay.
So I'm not picking the Cavs to do nothing.
The Cavs roster was better than... The Cavs roster was better than Golden State in 16.
It was. Straight up across the board, it was better.
In 16.
They had
player for player, the Cavs were better than Golden State in 16.
They had a JaVale McGee nobody gave faith in, a Kevin...
No, I'm talking about 16. They lost.
That Kevin Durant is 7 feet tall and he only weighs 140 pounds, but he tips the scales pretty much on any roster he's added to. So don't act like that man's impact... But
LeBron James is the best player in the world. Check that man and shut him down.
Dave,
why are you yelling at me?
Shut him down. You shut the man down.
I wanted the Cavs to win. Cavs wasn't beating the Warriors.
We know hindsight, but
ain't no hindsight.
You thought they was going to win.
I wish we had a podcast there, because there's no way I was picking the Cavs to win.
You was the only
I watched them.
You named one guy, and you even got one guy. That is arguably the greatest player ever that could stop him.
Stop who?
LeBron James can't stop Kevin Durant.
Obviously not. Game winner after game winner, and from the same spot.
Dave,
Mike ain't never worried about that.
It wasn't easier, man.
Okay.
It wasn't easier.
If I'm in the finals,
they had to align right. They had to have the chemistry. You didn't know what that chemistry was gonna be. That same Golden State Warrior team a year prior to that won with homeboy. It was their culture, man. It was what they did.
And like you just used the perfect word that I've been saying all. It aligned. The whole situation
every time
was
a championship win.
Everything about it was perfect.
Every time a
if
championship.
If the salary cap doesn't go up, he can't go there.
Yes,
it was all perfect.
Cavs never got better, Dave. Cavs never got better.
It's got nothing to do with the Cavaliers. We're not talking about the Cavs.
It wasn't less money, Dave. They had money to max out one guy, and it would have been Barnes. He was coming up. They had money to max out one dude. They chose to let Barnes go. If the salary cap didn't have to go up or not, they could max one guy.
But you're missing the point.
Cavs strangled themselves with bum contracts.
But they still would have been able to max him. He took pay cuts 2 years there. He didn't go for the make it anyway and got max. He took pay cuts. He wanted to go there.
Why?
I never talked to the guy. I don't know.
Okay.
What I do know is the money made sense.
Okay.
The team shared the ball.
Okay.
Me and you just sat here and asked one question. When you looked at teams and you look at Golden State as a player, who would you want to go play with? Who doesn't hurt your game? Them. So he might have chose that. Boston was had only signed Al Horford. And it would have been Al Horford, KD, a rookie Brown, a second-year Smart, and a young coach. He didn't know if the coach was going to do what he was going to do. Maybe he wanted to stay out west. Don't know. Spurs, KD has mentioned that was his enemy, the Spurs in Memphis. So he probably wasn't going to the Spurs.
Agreed.
Then you had New York and OKC. Out of them teams to choose from, which one would you have chose?
Less of a chance.
Which one would you have chose? Let's just ask that question. You got them 5 teams to choose from. All of them got the money to sign you. Boston, Spurs, New York, OKC, and who was the other
Golden
team?
State.
And Golden State. Who did you choose?
All things being equal.
No, they can get your money. No, they're the team who they are. You have a choice. They can give you the money. It's about the money.
You cross New York off the list.
Okay. New York is gone.
Cross Boston off the list.
Boston is gone.
Oklahoma City, Golden State, and who was the third? Oh, the Spurs.
The Spurs.
Like you said, you cross the Spurs off. That's the enemy.
Mm-hmm.
Do you stay home or do you go play with the Warriors?
He didn't want to stay home.
His choice was go play with the Warriors.
What was your choice, Ben?
And again, we don't know.
See how you do it?
No. Let's
Go ahead
be fair.
and say Golden State.
Let's be fair.
We can move
We
on.
don't know dynamics. We don't know.
Exactly.
Me personally, looking from the outside in, I'm thinking these are my guys. This is where I started. I want to bring one here. That's how I look at it.
Okay, that's what you would do.
He chose it. I said that's probably how I would look. But again, I don't know the dynamics. What's going on with him and his teammates, him in the front office? Nobody knows that stuff.
Okay.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But look, outside looking in, I'm like, I want to bring one to the team that brought me here. This is now my new home. I want to bring one here. That's how I look at it.
So you have a problem with LeBron leaving the first time too?
Of course, as a Cavalier fan, of course. Was his easier? Yeah, but it's okay for me to say his is easier.
You think his was easier too? He lost the first trip.
He lost
the first trip there.
Then to stay here?
He lost the first trip there.
Then to stay here?
He lost.
He shouldn't have. But then to stay here?
Well, he lost though.
But you're not answering the question though.
He lost.
You didn't answer the question.
You said it was easier.
Yes.
Okay, then he lost.
He wouldn't have gotten to the finals if he was here.
He got to the finals when he was here before he went to Miami.
So he would have got to the finals if he had stayed here?
He got to the finals
You
before.
didn't answer the question. See, I'm the bad guy because I don't answer questions.
He got to the finals again when he came back.
No, before that.
He got to the finals before he left.
I'm talking about
Is that a fact?
Would he have gotten to the finals in
I don't know
2011?
if he would have got to the finals again after that. I
do. No.
No, you don't know.
He wouldn't.
You don't know that.
He wouldn't have.
You
Dave,
don't
I
know
disagree
that.
because they had
You
the
don't
top.
know that.
They was the top team in the East 2 years running. They had the best record in the year before he left. They had the best record in the league. If you look at the numbers, they were were trending up. They had more potential of getting there.
And Boston was getting old, and that was the thorn.
They had more potential of getting there back to the finals than not.
I don't know what he would have did.
But they didn't get there.
Would you have stayed?
He left.
I'm talking about them years. They went in 07. He left in 10.
But they were the best. They were the best team in the league.
And Boston got old
in 08 and 09.
They got beat by Dwight Howard.
So what are y'all saying?
I'm saying I'm just asking the question of. You said if you was KD, you would have stayed. If you was LeBron, would you have stayed?
You're not going to stay nowhere you don't feel welcome.
That's what I'm asking.
So is that why LeBron left?
Would you have stayed if you was LeBron?
LeBron James felt that he didn't have a chance in hell of winning here.
Would you have stayed if you was LeBron James? You said if you was KD, you would have stayed. Because KD had got to the finals and lost 1 year with OKC. Then a couple years later, he left. Same thing LeBron James did. My question to you is if you was LeBron James when you became a free agent before you went to Miami, would you have stayed in Cleveland?
KD told you the reason why he left. They're dismantling the team. They're not paying players. You got a guy over here that's a maniac in your point guard. You ain't got no shooters around you.
Would you have left? I'm waiting on that to go. I know.
Why are you staying in that situation?
Why doing this thing? I'm asking you if you.
Why? I wouldn't
just
stay.
Sitting there.
Would you have left?
I would not stay in a situation like that. That's
You
dumb.
would have left.
That's dumb.
I'm just sitting there.
You would have left, Dave.
Dave, would you rather?
He was the reason they couldn't get no player. We're not even gonna get into that today. We done went all over the time already. We're not gonna get into that today.
Okay. All right. We good. I'm just.
And Dave, you'd rather play with Steph Curry than LeBron James?
Absolutely.
Oh my God.
All things being equal, absolutely. Still a Cavs fan.
Are you really? I think you a Lakers guy. You know that you Cavs fans always got an extra team in y'all pocket.
Miami Heat.
Y'all always got.
Rooted for the Heat.
Y'all always got
Miami Heat.
Never rooted for the Heat. I picked them to win some finals, but I never rooted for them.
Y'all always got an extra team, Dave.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Y'all Cavalier fans was Cavaliers and Philadelphia fans when AI was kicking. Y'all always got an extra team. Yeah, because you was a Laker guy. You always been a Laker guy.
Since I was a kid.
Exactly. But the Cavs is there too. You got the front of your jersey say the Lakers. The back of it is got the white and gold.
And I keep my Carolina shorts up under my Carolina shorts. Up under my
you can be a Carolina fan. That's a whole different thing. But you Cavaliers fans, boy.
Night. You know what, y'all.
It ain't as crowded down there as it was a couple years ago. I'll tell you that.
There might be more people down there tomorrow for the Taste of Cleveland than it was at the last Cavs game, but that's another shameless plug for, your boy gonna be down at the Taste of Cleveland.
Oh, that's what's up.
Doing this team, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Doing this team. Nonetheless, I don't know what happened. I don't know how it happened. Hey.
It happened.
Just say you have disdain for the power move.
I don't, though. I really don't.
That was a shot fired. What you just do?
I don't.
Kevin Durant.
I threw one word out there, and I sent these two guys to Saturn and to Neptune.
Yeah,
both of them blood pressure went high. It is what it is.
Can't take away from Kevin Durant.
I don't. He's a phenomenal player.
Who took an easy road. That's his word.
Easier.
Okay.
Easier.
Ain't nothing wrong with easy street, man.
It is what it is. Mission accomplished, with the exception of last year. Mission accomplished. He would have liked to have 3. That would have really felt good to him. 3 instead of 2? Oh, it would have felt real good to him.
Yeah. It definitely would have.
Because based on the current state of the NBA, LeBron won't get another one. So he will already have just as many as LeBron.
Yeah. if they would have pulled that off, Steph would have had 4. That would have been big.
Which would change the narrative on a few things too.
But I mean, hey, just that I just think these basketball players need to work hard. And Dave, it's a lot of basketball players that feel that way that play in the league that just don't go to the gym and do what they need to do.
Agree. I absolutely agree with that.
They need to go do what they need to do. We've seen players get better. We've seen players add wrinkles to their game. Those are the guys that want to be successful. And the ones that sit around and get mad because teams got money and players go play with each other and they make dumb statements like C.J. McCullough. Oh, I'll never do that. C.J.
And he lied through his teeth.
And you'll always be
because he in
guy,
the bottomless pit.
Yep. You'll always
right
be a
now.
guy that can go,
But again, I think part of it too, and this may be
Bradley Beal, bottomless pit.
Where
Bradley Beal will join up with somebody.
But this is where I think my thought process comes into play.
Waiting for a phone call.
Situationally, CJ might be able to make that statement and say, "Hey, you know what? I'm not leaving my guys because maybe his locker room is he feels his locker room is a good place." But the guy whose locker room is not a good place, it's easy for him to say.
But them guys.
There's that word again. But it's like, you know what? It's easier for me to turn my back and leave my teammates, leave this city.
They ain't gonna mess around and call for another meeting.
But you know what though? C.J. McCollum, like you said, was one of them guys. I want to leave my guys. But as soon as Portland get a phone call that they want to trade for him, he's upgradable, and then they'll understand his guys don't mean anything.
There you go.
And loyalty needs to be to itself.
And I agree with that statement.
You go.
But, looking at things, you're in a personalized situation. It's easy for me to conjecture and say, what would you do in Kevin's shoes? It's easy for me to say what I wouldn't do because I'm not feeling anything that he's feeling.
Right.
I don't feel any of that. So.
Right.
And you got to consider that part. So,
Right.
The dude did what he needed to do. And like I said, at the end of the day, mission accomplished.
You play basketball.
He went there for jewelry. He got jewelry.
Well, you're supposed to play for the jewelry, right? Or you play, what are you playing for?
It depends. I think everybody's approach is different, and we've said that.
What are you playing for?
I think
not everybody playing for jewelry.
I think the guys that
that's
got
real.
That's real, but I think
Everybody
the guys that got
jewelry.
the statistics already, they're playing for the like KD first 8 years in the league before he left OKC, he could have retired and he would have been a Hall of Fame.
Probably.
So he's one of them guys that's like, okay, I didn't did that all. Can't nobody outscore me. What other obstacles do I got?
But it's like I can't. Well, you can, but I would rather not my story end without me holding up the championship, and preferably holding up
a lot of great
Bill
players.
Russell. I like to hold up the Bill Russell trophy too.
Yeah,
You don't. I don't want to just get a ring. I averaged 2 points a game, and I was 50.
Oh, yeah.
I'd like to be. I'd like to be series MVP too.
Right. That's real. I mean, if somebody, if the championship becomes something obtainable.
I mean, I know we talk about this guy a lot, but which one means more? KD's title, or one of KD's title, or a guy like a Mitch Richmond? KD's title all day.
I think that's a
because I got two of them.
Yeah, but
I got 2 trophies.
But what? Okay, well,
MVP.
What means more?
And a champion, or a champion, and just a minor contributor.
But
you feel me?
What means more? Mitch Richmond's championship, or B.J. Armstrong's championship?
Now that is a little bit harder to quantify.
But Mitch Richmond's mean more because when you look at you say, oh,
you look at the body of work, and then you see champion.
It's a championship.
He's
it
a
means
winner.
more for that guy than
Maybe.
it does for B.J. because all B.J. can rely on is I was a champion. I played with the Chicago Bulls.
That
Mitch
championship
Richmond can
solidified
say, I
Mitch
was
Richmond.
a dog who happened to get a championship at the end.
Yeah.
It's also true.
You know what I'm saying? But
Michael Fanley, same thing.
Yeah.
Also true.
Yeah, players like that.
That's going to get you into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah. You got a guy like Patrick McCall. Got
But
3 in a
that's
row.
what we call it.
Nobody care about that.
That's icing on the cake.
Yes,
though.
that's the icing
It
on
don't
the
mean nothing to him career-wise.
Yeah.
It means something to him personally.
Yeah.
But, his place in history? No, absolutely not. It means
Right.
nothing. It means nothing at all. It means nothing at all.
Right.
Listen, y'all, we appreciate y'all stopping through. I know we did a lot of talking, did a little yelling, but it's all love around here.
Definitely.
Subscribe. Go over to wherever you listen to your podcasts. Check out RDR Talking Numbers. We do a little bit of this. We do a little bit of that. Young man can go.
Yeah.
Game, no names, the wall of distinction, all of that good stuff. Check us out. Like, subscribe. Make sure you share us with your friends as well. Comment below. We do answer the comments. We've had some interesting conversations in the comments, under our Instagram posts, all of that stuff. Check us out. Always live well, laugh often, love much. We'll catch up with you soon.